What's good, people? What's good? What's up in the chat room? What's up, b.s.c.l? How you doing? Blue blows penis and Cali. What's good? What's good, everybody? Well, I just had to make this live because I'm watching what's happening, and it's just fucking hilarious to me. Is there anybody that's fucking shocked by this after watching this shit for 3 or 4 years? Who the fuck is shocked by this? Before I even start, I just want to give a shout out to I gotta give a shout out to Rio. And the reason why is because I respect people who stand on their fucking square. Now, granted, it took Rio fucking 3 years to do it, but at least he stood on his square. And he was like, all right, bro, enough. Enough with the slick talking, enough with the we're all weak and all that stupid shit. Enough. So that's why, I know, but I just gotta give a shout out to that. Because at least they're standing up to Jimmy now. And I can respect people who stand up to Jimmy, because not a lot of people do on his side. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them just don't stand up to Jimmy at all. They let Jimmy run right over them, like Queen Fire did. Jimmy ran right over her. It was tragic. So I have to say that at least Rio stood on his square against Jimmy. Not all the way, but he stood on enough to make it a point to say fuck you, which is what Jimmy deserves. That and a lot more. And also I gotta give a shout out to Ralph, because it's his video where I heard all this shit from. I didn't even know Jimmy flipped on Rio. And I just want to say that it's just so funny that now Jimmy is telling us that Rio ain't this, Rio ain't that, he ain't a roaster. I don't give a shit, dude. I mean, the way I see it, Rio's the only person in this sector that's getting consistent pussy from YouTube. Something that Jimmy's always fucking wanted. Let's just be honest. Jimmy has his whole YouTube life has been trying to get YouTube pussy, and he's failed miserably. He tried to fuck Tina first. I don't know why this motherfucker runs around saying, I don't want you, Tina. You're fat, Tina, but you wanted to fuck Tina. You remember the quote you said? I'm in bed with Tina, but in love with you. That's what you told Cat Smith. So, I mean, it's just fucking hilarious, man, this video.
You say the same shit, Jimmy, to everybody.
And what he does, what Jimmy is doing right now is he's basically just fucking.
You say the same shit, yo, Jimmy. The common denominator is you.
Guessing now and everything like that. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no one trying to fucking hear that shit now, dude. For real. Rio's been nothing but loyal to your stupid ass.
Of panels. You went the case, so now all of a sudden it's a problem with people jumping on the panel to cook somebody. That shit ain't never makes sense to me, though.
The reason why he's coming to you, Jimmy, is because he honestly believed you were his friend. Very dumb to believe that. It is what it is. I've fucking been proving this dude to be a snake for 3 years. My videos are fucking up. The fact that he fucking Rio that says believe that you were a good guy, Jimmy, and that you were solid, that you were a real motherfucker. I mean, shame on him. He should have understood it after the whole Tina debacle. That, maybe Jimmy is a snake. I pointed that out. And so on and so forth. Yeah, so he's like going to Jimmy thinking that Jimmy's like a real motherfucker, and like Jimmy's like a cool dude. Like, hey, man, don't tell anybody, but man, I fucked Alex, or I fucked this chick. So he's telling Jimmy this. But Jimmy's a bitter, nasty motherfucker. So he's sitting back saying, man, I got money, and I do flowers.com, and all you gotta do is just be you, and you can get women. Yeah. Rio can get women. Again, I gotta call it down the fucking middle. Rio's the only person in the sector who's getting consistent YouTube pussy. Hold on, I think my fucking Wi-Fi. My computer froze. Okay, can you guys hear me? All right, good. I gotta call it down the middle. Rio's the only person in this sector who's getting consistent YouTube pussy. He has. I mean, Jimmy talks about how Rio's fucking poor and how he's on food stamps and all this shit. And let's just say it's all true. Rio is on government jibs. So I gotta ask Jimmy, how did Rio go to San Francisco to meet Blue? Eat good, fuck good, spent that San Francisco gas, which is like $7-8 a gallon. You're telling me Rio was able to do all that, to dine and wine in the most expensive city in the United States, one of them, San Francisco. But he's a bum. Okay, so in that case, he got flued out. Now, you can hate Rio all you want to, but where I come from, when a dude gets flued out, put that dude on our fucking shoulders and say, hurrah, hurrah, hooray, because I'm not a hater. So I respect that. A dude getting flued out is fucking rare. That just doesn't happen. It's the other way around. Chicks get flued out. So Rio would have had to get flued out. And all he had to provide was just some dick. That's it. That is some laughs. So I respect that. He got flued out. Can no one take that away from him? Can no one say that Rio don't get pussy? Because Rio's the only dude in this sector who got flued out. And you compare that to someone like Lamar, who bragged about getting $400 from Phoenix. Okay, great. But the way I see it now, it's like Phoenix was just investing $400. And now she's got free food, free weed, free fucking drugs, free place to stay. And Lamar even bragged and said, they're working my baby too hard. She don't have to fucking work anymore. She's going to stay at home. Well, that's a good investment then. It all costs Phoenix $400. Rio got flued out, right? He gets flued out. What's up, James Gordon? What's good, bro? Rio gets flued out, right? And he's getting hated on from that by Jimmy. Jimmy's hated on Rio for getting flued out. And Jimmy's been trying to fly chicks out. He would have flew Tina out, but Tina didn't like him. And he tried to use Tina and the idea that he had a shot with Tina with Cat Smith. And that's why he said, I'm in bed with Tina, but in love with you. You dig? That was the game he was trying to run because he wanted to fuck Tina. But he says he doesn't want to fuck Tina, but that's a fucking lie because Jimmy's a fucking liar.
The fact, Jimmy, that's his bitch. It ain't.
Like I said, that's what made Jimmy bitter. That Rio was getting bitches and Rio was getting flued out. Rio's a bum who is on government jibs, according to Jimmy, but Rio's getting flued out. Rio's getting his dick sucked while Jimmy is fucking crying and stabbing him in the back and having pillow talk and doing the whole 1-800-Flowers bullshit.
And see, what's crazy is his chat room, right? I'm looking at the bum's chat room, right? We know who that is. But yeah, this shit lame as fuck, man. Sit up here and argue with some motherfucker about some shit. A year and a half.
Jimmy, it's the shit that you did. He's like, I'm spending. This happened 3 or 4 years ago. It's the shit that you did, though, 3 or 4 years ago. You can't keep your fucking mouth shut. You're too emotional. You're too overreactive. That's why you say a lot of stupid shit. You know, yeah, I knew it was coming too, Jimmy. He's like, I knew this was coming. Yeah, no. That's bullshit. You didn't know shit was coming. You're a fucking idiot. I knew this shit was coming. And I got it on fucking record. This shit was coming. I got the videos. You see? That's why Jimmy ignores me. That's why he blocks me. That's why he That's why he hates me so much. Jimmy fucking hates my guts. Out of all the people that go after Jimmy, he really fucking hates me. And ask yourself why. I don't troll Jimmy. I never called Jimmy's job like Queen Fire did. I never released Jimmy's anything. All I do is just state the facts of what it is. I'm stating situations, and they look bad because Jimmy's in a lot of them. It just is what it is. Yeah, and Rio brought up an excellent point, because I remember that one show they had where Jimmy was going off on Dr. Doctor. Ralph, I think, got it backwards. He's saying that it was Salt trying to holler at Dr. Doctor. I think it was the other way around. Dr. Doctor trying to holler at Salt. And I remember that episode because he started going off on both Salt. Well, he started going off on Dr. Doctor, really. You know, which is his fucking business. But he tried to go off Dr. Doctor, and then he apologized and went back to her again. It was fucking some weird shit. But Rio brought up that point, and that's a very good point. But again, not a lot of people on Jimmy's side are going to stand up to him and talk to him the way he deserves to be talked to. They're going to fucking treat him with fucking kid gloves. As much as I don't like Lamar, the one thing I can respect about Lamar is that he talks to Beasley the way he deserves to be talked to. He's one of the few people who talks to Beasley the way he deserves to be talked to. Now, and Lamar's like the only one who does that in the sector. There's two others. There's like Joy Kane, me, and Black Rampage, and that's it. Everybody else is fucking scared of Beasley. And I don't respect that. So the fact that Lamar is willing to actually talk the way he deserves, that's the one part of the show I like. I know when Beasley calls Lamar, Lamar's going to give it to Beasley in the end, even if he's playing cool in the beginning. And I can respect that because at least at the end, he talks to him exactly the way he deserves to be talked to. Everybody else fucking, kowtows to him. And that's exactly what they do to Jimmy. The exact same thing. Very few people talk to Jimmy the way he deserves to be talked to. I do it because it feels good. You know that. It feels real good. I mean, like I said, and the tragedy of this for me is the fact that I know where Rio's coming from when he's trying to be, he thought Jimmy was a solid guy. I was cordial with Jimmy, right? I was cordial with him in the past. We used to play chess and all that crazy shit. But the second he crossed me, dude, I checked him. He doesn't like being checked by nobody because he deems everybody below him other than Lamar weak. He deems all of them fucking weak. Oh, okay. So when I checked him, dude, I'm like, dude, don't even fucking try that shit again on me, dude. Because he tried to blame me for some stupid shit. And I checked him. And that's what you got to do with Jimmy. You don't fucking allow this guy to get any fucking head on you. And I don't mean that in the gay way. I mean like ahead of you. Don't allow this guy to get ahead of you. If you allow him to get ahead of you, he'll keep taking an inch, and a mile. And next thing you know, he's talking to you like he was talking to the entire dark side, calling them weak and shit. You see, and I was asking the dark side, I'm like, okay, he's calling you all weak, right? He's like, y'all weak, y'all weak. He's calling you all weak and shit. Jimmy's calling you this. It doesn't cross one of you guys' mind to ask this dude how? Because Jimmy's really the weak one here. But again, he plays this fucking mind game with these people. It's interesting. It's funny. See, Jimmy says Rio sounds stupid for bringing up the shit, but it's the shit that happened. It's not stupid. It's only stupid if it's a fucking lie. It ain't a fucking lie. It's only stupid if it's a fucking lie. If he's bringing up shit that's legitimate, it's not fucking stupid, Jimmy. And Rio brought up also a good point about this, which is a point that I brought up, is the fact Jimmy stabbed him in the back, right? But Jimmy didn't get any pussy from Dr. Doctor. And see, I'm a homie, right? So for me, it's like, I want the person, like my friend and shit, to get some pussy. I'm a wingman. Okay, that's the best term to use, a wingman. So if my guy has to put me down in front of her and make me look like a bad guy, I'm willing to take that hit. But okay, bro, it's cool. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Jimmy was willing to put down Rio after the 5th and 6th dick. Think about what I'm saying here. I'm saying that Jimmy runs around and tells us that Dr. Doctor's a whore. She's a whore. She slept with half the neighborhood. She told me about this dick and that dick. This is what Jimmy said. So ask yourself, well, at least I would ask Jimmy, okay, after what number dick did you figure out that you weren't going to get any? Because obviously the 1st and 2nd and 3rd dick you heard about, you still thought you had a chance because you were still fucking communicating with her, making these love collages and shit. After the 5th, 6th, and 7th dick, that's when you pillow talk on real. So what dick did it take, Jimmy, for you to get the hit that you weren't going to get any pussy from her? Because that's what it would have had to be. That's how desperate you were. Oh, and Jimmy, did you tell her to get tested after the 1st dick she told you about? The 2nd dick she told you about? The 3rd, the 4th? What dick did you tell her, oh, by the way, you should get tested? You told her to get tested when you knew you had no fucking chance with her, when you fell out with her. That's when you start saying, get tested, get tested. You don't give a shit about getting tested. Get the fuck out of here. You? I mean, when Jimmy's running around talking about getting tested, I fucking laugh. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, that crazy shit. I mean, you're right, King Leo. What's good, King Leo? I mean, just this guy's hypocrisy is fucking funny. He's trying to fucking use the whole race bullshit on Tina. And I'm saying to myself, okay, I agree with what he's saying in principle, but Jimmy ain't the one to fucking say it. You see what I'm saying? He's a guy who has total disdain towards dark-skinned women. He has disdain towards dark-skinned women. He doesn't like dark-skinned women. He makes jokes about dark-skinned women all the fucking time. He says racist shit about black people that I've never heard Tina say. Yeah, this is the guy that's going to fucking lead a charge and tell us how racist Tina is. Okay, Tina has her cultural superiority issues on why she's racist. It's Hispanic culture. It's that whole white skin good, black skin bad, Morana, mestizo, all of those categories they have in the Hispanic world when it comes to fucking color and shit. Okay, fine. That's where she comes from. She's Hispanic. That's what they do. What's your excuse for it, Jimmy? Oh, it's because you're a fucking coon. That's why. You're the real Uncle Tom. You're the one that goes in on people's fucking skin color. You're a tar baby. It's like you read some 1950s How to Be a Racist book. Oh, tar baby, jigaboo, dark black lip, watermelon eating. Oh, yeah, real funny, Jimmy. But if Tina were to say that shit, then it'd be an issue. But when Jimmy says it, it comes from a place of love. And this dude's going to try to call real Uncle Tom when this dude was willing to throw his fucking wife out the fucking window. That's a quote, by the way, except for the fucking part. He was willing to throw his wife out the window for Cat Smith. His black wife, by the way. Yeah, that's the... What's up, Jacksonville? Yeah, but King Leo, that's exactly correct. He snaked him for no reason. He didn't even get the pussy. So it's like, okay, why did you snake Rio in the first place then? See, I know why. Because he didn't respect him. That's why. That's the only reason why. And I said that like a month or two ago. Yeah, and he'll pay for Princess X. Yeah. And here's the thing, Jimmy. You're talking about how bad of a racist Tina is, right? Jimmy's talking about Tina's a racist, but you support Princess X, all right? And Princess X is a way more dangerous racist, and here's how. Okay. Has Tina ever supported Tommy Sotomayor? Has Tina ever bought merchandise from Tommy Sotomayor? No. What I'm saying is, we know what it means when a black person likes Tommy. They're cool. Okay. But what do you call it when a white person, like Princess X, not only supports Tommy, donates to Tommy, buys Tommy's merchandise, like his fucking stupid-ass T-shirts, and she buys them and wears them and smiles with them on? This is a fact. If a black person's a coon who likes Tommy, what do you think a white person is who likes Tommy? And that's what Princess X was for a very long time until Tommy fucking shooed her away. And can he or her can't say I'm lying on that. But that's who he supports. I already know where Princess X stands. That's why I never liked her. Her supporting Tommy is akin to her flying the Confederate flag to me. I know where she stands. She don't gotta say shit. The fact that you're willing to support Tommy like that and you believe in his message to the point where you buy her shirt that says, I can't believe it. That was the shirt she wore, by the way. Yeah, he'll cape for Princess X. If you're not going to deal with Princess X, shut the fuck up about Tina then. Just shut the fuck up because you're just manipulating at that point. You're trying to use race as a means to manipulate, to get people to go against Tina, even though you don't give dick about black people. You don't give a shit about black people on any fucking level, dude. That's why you disparage fucking dark-skinned people all the fucking time. When you gotta roast someone, you'll go right to their fucking skin color if they're black. Yeah, that's like I do. Yeah, I get under his skin. I get under Jimmy's skin because I stick to the fucking facts with Jimmy. That's why. See, I don't make fun of the way Jimmy looks. I don't make fun of the way he dressed. I don't make fun of the way he walks or things that don't matter to me. I stick to the shit that he says and does. And he hates to be reminded of the piece of shit that he really is. It's not creative. It's like I said, it's stupid. But he considers that to be roasting and funny. Oh, okay. Keep that energy then. If it's funny when you call people niggers, like he called me that too. He called me a nigger. If it's funny when you call us niggers and shit, Jimmy, keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. Laugh when Tina does it, okay? Yeah, I know. That is jealousy. I mean, real can roast when he's really in it.
After the nigga tell me, fuck me, and all this other shit, and say I'm broke, and talk about he should have never sent me no money.
Shout out to Ralph Bottles for the audio, by the way, if I haven't said it already. It's Ralph Bottles audio. Ralph Reacts 3.0. Shout out to Ralph. I mean, he got the shit. And he went on Jimmy, too. See? And this is why Jimmy sold Rio out to Dr. Because Jimmy knew he wasn't going to get any pussy from her. Think about it. That was the point I was talking about before. Like, how many dicks does it take, Jimmy, for you to figure out you're going to get any? Jimmy sold Rio out at around the 7th or 8th dick that she took. Then Jimmy sold him out. So it had nothing really to do with fucking her. It just had to do with the fact that he just didn't like Rio. That was it. He's like, fuck it. I'm just going to talk some shit. That's why he told me when he tried to respond to me, he's like, yeah, I did tell on him, but I made him look good. I made him look good. No, how am I defending Tina? I'm stating just the situation, what happened. I'm not honestly defending anybody. I don't give a shit about fucking what non-black people say to me. I mean, I'm not like that, bro. I mean, you might be like that where when that white people still have control and non-black people still have control over you emotionally to say one fucking word and you get triggered. I don't get triggered because I know their fucking playbook. I know white people's playbook and non-black people's playbook when it comes to us, dude. So when they when they say nigger, I'm not like, oh my God, you said nigger. I'm like, yeah, of course. Of course you would say that. You have to say that. You have nothing else but that. That makes sense to me. You are exactly who I think you are. You have a positive view of white people like, oh my God, I'm shocked that they would say that. I'm the opposite. I'm thinking to myself, of course they would say that. That's exactly how they always think. So of course a Hispanic person would say that. Jimmy did too. They gave Jimmy a pass. Jimmy called me a fucking nigger. He called me a dirty nigger. And many other fucking things attached with the word nigger. But they give Jimmy a pass. So if you're going to give Jimmy a pass, I'm just saying, hey, shut the fuck up about Tina. You see, I'm not defending Tina. I'm just not going to let Jimmy manipulate me with my race to make me go against Tina, even though he's the exact same way. That's all. Yeah, I get it. But I'm not giving Tina a pass at all. I know her culture. I understand her culture. If you understood Hispanic culture when it comes to color, particularly African people, black people, you will understand that you will very rarely meet a Hispanic person that's actually like fucking down and knows about system white supremacy and all that. No. They, we're always enemy number fucking one. Yeah, hey, I'll support a white supremacist before I support a fucking coon. Point fucking blank, bro. I don't give a shit. I'm not supporting a fucking coon in any situation, bro. Fuck the coons. I don't give a shit. She's Hispanic, dude. Most Hispanics don't like blacks. That hurts you? That shocks you? Oh, that can't be true. Hispanics like us, black and brown, right? Oh, that can't be true. Most white people are actually pretty nice. We're the savages, right? Jimmy, it's a lot of shit. You've done a lot of fucked up shit, bro. He's like, which one is it? It's a lot of shit you've done, dude.
Well, you donate to these niggas.
And you see, that's why I respect Della, dude. I'm telling you, Della is a fucking prophet when it comes to this shit. Della is the only chick that I know that gave Jimmy back his money. You see, that was the smart move. I gotta give Della her props because she understood what Jimmy was. She had the fucking creeps about this dude. So she gave him back every fucking penny that he gave her. She had it ready to go. Oop, there you go. Thanks, but no thanks. See you later, buddy. And so when Jimmy flipped on her, that's why he flipped on her by using Kwesi and Rio. He used both of them to flip on her because he had nothing else. Yeah, I mean, again, they call us that shit, King Leo, and like I said, I'm from Chicago, so I understand Hispanic culture very well, whether it's Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. I don't give a shit. I just know their culture when it comes to dark-skinned people. I mean, even George Lopez, the comedian, said that his grandma told him, don't bring home a black person. So that's their culture. Their culture is very anti-black. It's based on prioritizing whiteness, and anything below that ain't shit. So a Hispanic person will always default to white. Always. But yeah, Della, I mean, she called it. Della called that shit. And so Jimmy couldn't use the same line on Della that he used on Harley Q. I get you paid. I held you down. I gave you some money. You know, and he's doing the same thing with Rio. And you remember Jimmy told a lie? He told a lie to Rio that he told Dr. Doctor that he would, what did he say? He said, don't give me donations, give it to Rio. That's what Jimmy said he said to Dr. Doctor. Because Dr. Doctor was getting him paid. That's what Jimmy said. He was getting paid from Dr. Doctor, which is a contradiction. So if you're getting paid, quote unquote, from Dr. Doctor, how is she then donating to Rio at your bequest? You get what I'm saying? He's a fucking liar. I mean, he said that too, which is a lie because he got paid, which he wouldn't have gotten paid if he was actually, you know, being truthful and actually, you know, donating. He says, why do y'all only hate each other? Bro, ask the white people that, dude. Okay, white people fight 2 world wars and kill over 80 million of their own kind in 2 world wars in less than 20 years. But that's not hate. The whites created the atom bomb to be dropped on Nazi Germany. That was intentionally what it was built for. It was built for the Nazis, Germans, Aryans. But that's not hate. 2 black people have a fucking spat online, and this troll says, why do y'all hate each other? Why do you spew anti-black propaganda, bro? Or troll, or whoever the fuck you are? Why do you spew anti-black propaganda? That's all I gotta ask. Can you answer that? I answered yours. Why do y'all hate one another? That's just human psychology, bro. At the end of the day, that's just humans being humans. Our hate is no different than any other hate, but because when black people do it, it gets sensationalized. Oh, black on black crime. But when 2 white people kill each other, what do you call that? When a white boy goes into school and shoots up a bunch of fucking kids and shit that are white, what do you call that? You don't call it white on white anything. So shut the fuck up, troll. Or at least come with something fucking better than that. Why do y'all only hate each other? Yeah, ask the whites that shit first. Ask any other racial group that shit first. You won't though, because any other racial group will look at you and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, people kill people. That's just human psychology, of course. Of course. No, whites run in your fucking head, dude. Whites run in your fucking head, not mine. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of shit. But they're going to focus on black this and say, oh, why are you blacks going in on other blacks for? Because we can. I've done the same thing you've done. I've done the same thing you've done, Ben and Willie, but I've done it better. That's it. You see, you can't express your point and you can't answer my question. I asked you a legitimate question, troll, and you couldn't answer it. Very, very bad. Shame on you. I answered your question logically and truthfully. You can't even answer mine. I asked you a very legitimate question.
You got hear this bitch ass nigga? You got hear this bitch ass nigga? And Jimmy, you broke, by the way, nigga. You up there talking this money shit, you broke ass nigga. You couldn't talk this shit to me. But you gonna hit Rio with a bunch of financial points.
Which is fucking stupid. I mean, he's hitting Rio with all this financial shit. Yeah, that's true. It's fucking stupid, though. It means nothing. Yeah, you know he gets government jobs, so you know what it is. But even with all that said, Jimmy, his value to women is way more than yours would ever be. See, you can't take that away from him. You may be able to count him for the government jibs, which is whatever, but women at least want to be with him. And he's broke, so he's not being sought after because of his money. Women at least want to be with him. No woman wants to be with you, other than your wife. But you don't want to be with her. That's why you were willing to throw Cat Smith out the fucking window. I mean, throw her out the window for Cat Smith.
Because you think that's a win for you. Couldn't talk that shit to me, family. This is what happens when the snakes come out the grass.
Right, King Leo. They say that shit like, you know, you can see whites killing whites all the time, the Irish mob, the Italian mob. But when blacks do it, it gets sensationalized because there's a propaganda war against us. That's just what it is. It's just a propaganda slogan. That's why when people talk about like black on black crime, I like black conservatives and shit. I literally look at them like they're fucking idiots. Like Tommy, for example. Like Tommy tried that stupid shit with me, dude. And he got fucking, I don't want to say he got schooled, but I use the same logic he claims to use. Like, hey man, how can you talk about black on black crime and that statistically blacks do this, and the other, everything bad, of course. Well, it's also true that the police profile blacks. Is that wrong? Is it true that the court system would convict a black man for a crime like way more severely than if a white person did it? Yeah, that's true. These things happen. This is profiling. These profiling becomes statistics. Well, once you have statistics that are literally plucked, then those aren't statistics anymore. That's something entirely different. No, I'm not crying about Tommy. I'm just explaining a point. It has something to really do with Tommy. I'm just explaining a point that another person brought up. Well, if Rio told Jimmy, bro, if Rio told Jimmy any person, we will already know. So unless Rio told Jimmy, then yeah, he probably fucked other women on YouTube. But again, I give a shout out to anybody who gets YouTube pussy. Even Lamar, I give a shout out to him for getting YouTube pussy. Him and Rio, I think, are neck and neck. They both got 2 each.
Man, soon as my nigga Mr. Owl in the building, I see you.
Right. And you know what's funny about that, King Leo, is that in the state of Illinois, they used to have the death penalty, but around like 1995, 96, something like that, early 2000s, they had to do away with the death penalty in the state of Illinois because so many black men were being on death row, but the DNA charges. Like they were being exonerated because of DNA evidence. So many of them were being exonerated because of DNA evidence, because the police would say, yeah, he was here at this time raping this chick. And the chick would say, yeah, he raped me. And so the dude would be convicted. But then the semen that was collected from her fucking rape panties or whatever wasn't the dude. A lot of these dudes were railroaded because they were black. And it was so embarrassing that the state of Illinois had to say, okay, we should probably do it with the death penalty because they are killing a lot of innocent blacks. Think about all the blacks that are innocent that had already been dead.
Now it's a losing.
Come on, troll. I'm a troll just like you, Bedpan Willie. Yeah. That's a cool name, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a cool name. But come on, troll. Now I respect as a troll, all right? But because I'm a troll just like you. But don't use that fucking excuse. Don't try to dismiss my fucking point that I made and the question that I fucking asked you. I mean, come on, man. You're going to troll, especially going to troll me, man. You better come fucking better than that, dude. Shame on you. Fuck. I miss the old school trolls who knew how to fucking have good points and go back and forth, bro.
It's a little thing. See, it's good to see all this shit come. That's why we had that discussion, nigga. I don't give a fuck about what you doing,
If you don't give a fuck about what he does anywhere, why are you talking behind his back to other women that you don't know?
See how this nigga trying to switch the shit, talking about the only reason why we had that argument because you was over there talking shit about me. Nigga, you was talking shit about him behind his back.
Yeah, exactly. For a very fucking long time, too. For a very long time.
When we gonna come back? Shit. That's just what it is. You said yourself, this is what you got. This is all you got.
Oh, hey, Jimmy, you said that you were done with the sector. You said you were going away. You said you were going to fucking school. Remember that? I don't have time to do this shit right now. I'm going to go to school and get certified. And how'd that go? You fucking liar. Get certified and fucking push your button, dude? Really? He's a fucking liar. He didn't go to school. He's not doing any of that shit. He's going to tell you, you said this is all you got. Yeah, you said you were fucking leaving. You need this sector more than this sector needs you. You know that. Yeah, King Leo, that's the one thing about Lamar that I don't understand is the fact that he's trying to make Jimmy look good, right? Which is obvious. And it's like, this is the same Jimmy that posted your daughters and talked about how he wanted to fucking rape them and shit. Now, I mean, what I'm saying is, to contrast this, Lamar will run around and say, you know, Tommy's my guy, Tommy's my guy, Tommy. But Tommy's the one who sold him out when it came to his job. And Tommy's reasoning for that was because he talked shit about his daughter. Say what you will about Tommy. Tommy loves his daughters. Okay, he loves his daughter. So when you badmouth his daughter in a song about his dick being waved in your face and all this other stupid shit, Tommy's going to remember that and he ain't going to like you for that. That's why he sold Lamar out. That was his exact reason. He's like, hey, I should mute this, but I'm not going to mute it because he talked shit about my daughter. That's a quote from Tommy that he said about Lamar. So my thing is, okay, you're going to tell us that you're the same. We the same, Tommy, you and I. We the same, Tommy, you and I. So where is your same, like, I don't know, ideology when it comes to someone doing what Jimmy did to your daughter? It should be fuck you 24/7 for someone like Jimmy. If I was Lamar, it'd be fuck you 24/7. But again, these two were fucking friends. They were buddies. You know, I mean, yeah. And that's why he tried to guilt trip Lady La. You remember that, right? King Leo, he tried to guilt trip Lady La. He was trying to tell Lady La, you support Jimmy, and Jimmy talks about wanting to have sex with my kids. Oh, you mean the same Jimmy that's not a bad guy? That's a quote, by the way. Lamar said, he's not really a bad guy. I know Jimmy. I knew him for a while. He's not really a bad guy. Really? The guy who talked about raping your daughters isn't really a bad guy? So it is fake outrage. It's fucked up outrage. It's like, damn, bro. You could at least pretend. Sheesh.
This shit has been at least 2 years old. This nigga tripping about almost 3 years.
You see the indifference he has? He's like, it's been 3 years. It's been. You see, he's just indifferent to it because it didn't happen to him. He's like, get over it, bro. Yeah, I fucked you over 3 years ago, and I fucked you over 2 years ago. And what's the deal? What's the problem? That's what Jimmy's saying to Rio. Rio's like, yeah, I got a problem with that, bro. And Jimmy's like, he's trying to outshout Rio like he did Queen Fire. It worked with Queen Fire. It kind of worked with Rio too, to be honest. But that's what he does. He'll just start overshouting them. Don't let them get a word in edgewise at all. They say one thing. What's it got to do with you? What's it got to do with you? The fact that I'm talking about it makes it what I'm going to fucking do. That's it. So fuck you. I'm talking about it. That's what it has to do with me, motherfucker. That's it.
You told me about a female that you haven't seen on screen. This is crazy. This shit is crazy and foolish.
Nah, Jimmy, it's not crazy and foolish, bro. You violated. Real thought. See, Jimmy's like, it's crazy and foolish because he knows what he is. He's admitted that he's a piece of shit. I just don't understand how people don't understand that. I don't understand how Real didn't understand that. And I don't know if Real watches my videos. I mean, I think he doesn't watch my videos. Real doesn't watch my videos because my videos have predicted this. And the fact that it happened, you know, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Right, but what that tells me, though, honestly, the fact that Lamar really won't have that fuck you energy for Jimmy, but will have it for Rio, is that Rio really got under his skin. You know, that's the crazy part, is that Rio really got under his skin. You know, way worse than Jimmy could ever dream of. Hey, I would love to interview Dr. Doctor. That'd be fucking awesome, man. Because I tell you, I would ask her the right fucking questions, man. I'm not going to ask her fucking stupid shit. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty. And if she lets me fucking interview her, that'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see that episode where Rio admitted that he was looking for a YouTube daddy. But people say a lot of crazy things. Wait a minute. See, I mean, these are the points that I be checking Jimmy on. Like, he just said that Rio is hanging around his enemies. The past 3 years, I've been seeing Rio getting in beefs with all of his enemies. Rio was cool with Della. Then they split because of Jimmy. After Della, it was fucking it was Della. Just so many people Rio's flipped on because of Jimmy. You see, and here's the thing. You would ask this, you would say to yourself, well, that's pretty stupid to do. You know, it is, but it's not. Because if you think you're dealing with a real motherfucker, a solid motherfucker, then you're going to tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to ride with you, bro, because I trust you. I trust your judgment, and you're not going to steer me in a bad direction. That's for a true dog, a true fucking homie, a true, real, solid friend. Jimmy ain't that at all, and I point that out for fucking years, so I'm not even going to get into that. But he ain't solid, all right? On no level, he ain't solid. But Rio, coming from the west side of Chicago, and I understand that. I'm from the south side, but that's a whole different can of worms. The point is, I still understand that culture. Yeah. And see, that was, yeah. Thank you, K-Leo. Yeah, Della, Freddie, you know, Harley Q, Tina, Ralph. Yeah. And that's the irony of it all. Rio and Ralph have the same energy for Lamar. I've noticed that. When they go after Lamar, Rio and Ralph have the same energy. The fact that Rio was willing to go against Ralph for Jimmy was just made no sense to me. Because it's like, wait a minute, if you don't like Lamar, then you are better off riding with Ralph than riding with Jimmy, because Jimmy actually likes Lamar. That's a quote, by the way. He said, I like Lamar. I find him fascinating. Okay. But you're going to ride with him. And so all these people who click Jimmy's fucking link and go on his show, they think that they're hanging out with someone like Lamar, like they don't like Lamar. That's not the case. He actually likes Lamar. He copies Lamar. He actually admitted this to me. He's like, yeah, I copied Lamar. I know you do. You remember years ago when Jimmy used to say that, Jimmy used to say, he used to make fun of Lamar. He used to say, Lamar, how dare you talk to your audience like that? How dare you talk to your chat people like that? Man, they ain't shit if they're going to stick around and talk to you like that about you and still donate. He would try to, shame them and shit. Now look at Jimmy. He used to make fun of Lamar's chat and Lamar himself for being mean to his people and shit, being whatever you want to call it, disrespectful. And look at Jimmy now. You all weak. I'm surrounded around weakness. I can do this by myself. I'd rather do this by myself. And then this motherfucker has an open panel show the next fucking day. Which, again, I'm just saying, it looks like some fucking pimp hoe shit. Jimmy calls them bitches, and you got to know that they're bitches because he has an open panel show, and he says, click my fucking link. Yeah. I know I called you weak. Yeah, so I called you weak. I said you're weak. I ain't shit. I click my fucking link. And they do. They click it. So Jimmy's just doing some fucking pimp hoe shit. He's doing some real pimp hoe shit. And I'm not hating on it. Yeah, and you're right. Hey, that's you're absolutely right. And I already said, Jimmy has done a hell of a job scaring the shit out of her. He has scared her to fucking kingdom. He's done a good job. I can give Jimmy that. When it comes to threatening women and shit, Jimmy's a fucking master at that, dude. He can threaten women like nobody's business. Yeah. You see, here's the thing. Jimmy keeps talking about Mike Mills. I've seen Jimmy and Mike Mills roast. It was 3 years ago. I remember being in the chat room when Jimmy and Mike Mills actually went at it over Jamila. Because Mike was going in on Jamila, right? Mike had a show. He was just going in on Jamila, just roasting her, all this shit. And then Jimmy pops up. And Jimmy tries to defend Jamila like a fucking bitch. And come to find out, Jimmy was emailing Jamila behind the scenes. It was some funny, hilarious shit. The whole shit was fucking funny. But the point is that Mike went in on Jimmy. And I remember being in the chat, because this is the first time I ever heard of Jimmy. And I typed in the chat, Jimmy must think Jamila is white by the way he's acting. That was my response to it, because I'm like, wait a minute, Jimmy's acting as if Jamila's white, the way he's defending her. And then Mike fucking took that and ran with it. It was fucking hilarious. That shit was fucking funny. That was back in the funny days. Am I right, Deslunik? Like I said, I respect Deslunik 100%. I think I came around when Deslunik came around, because me and Deslunik met and at least knew each other, and he started off in Mike Mills' chat a long time ago. Back when that shit was fucking fun. Yeah, and Mike hooked him. That's what I'm saying. So my point is, in a roast battle, Jimmy's a handicap. I've seen Mike roast Jimmy, and Jimmy's lost handily, and deservedly so, and it was fucking hilarious. I was there. It was fucking great. Jimmy got roasted good. And then Jimmy got humbled. He was humbled after that, okay? But I think the reason why Rio brought up Mike to Jimmy was just to see if he was down. To see if he was down. And if you're going to give someone the kind of trust that Real was willing to give Jimmy, you want to know that that person is down, regardless of if they get involved or not. Are you down? Are you down to fucking scrap with me? That's it. Now, I'm from the South Side of Chicago, so that's what it is. Oh, you're in it? I'm in it too. That's what it is. I'm in it too. Don't get it. Jimmy K. Say, I'm in it. What up, Roy? Maiden Day. What's up, bro? Shout out to Maiden Day, bro. Yeah, hey, and I'm happy for her if that happened, Yoshi. I mean, for real. I'm happy for that shit. If that shit actually happened, good on Pat. I mean, Jimmy deserves to be talked to the exact same way he talks to them.
That ain't a second, yo. Why you all bitch? Hey, God damn.
Oh yeah, that's my point. So Jimmy's trying to shame Real for asking him to go down with Mike. By go down, I mean just roast, talk some shit. But Jimmy didn't want to do it. But Real doesn't need Jimmy to roast Mike. He can do that by himself. I saw him and Quick Fire fucking team up and do it. It was impressive. From a roast point of view, it was unpredicted. I didn't see it coming. What's good, Philly Hood? So he doesn't need Jimmy to help him roast Mike. Jimmy can't roast Mike. I've seen it. He can't do it. He sucks. He's not a good roaster at all. So Mike would just destroy him. The point, though, is to show that you're fucking down. That you're going to fucking scrap. That you're going to get in it. Just to get in it, because I'm in it. So if I'm in it, are you in it? All right, let's go. I don't have to fucking tell you twice. But that's not the case. Jimmy's not solid. Jimmy's not real. See, from the South Side, that's just the attitude that's just had. I don't know about the West Side. I'm not going to even give shots. I mean, shots to the West Side. I mean, you know what I mean? But just where I come from, that's just the way it is. And I think that's kind of how it is on the West Side, because that's kind of how Real's energy is. Like, you down? You're down. All right, good. Let's get down. But Jimmy wasn't willing to get down because he's gas, fake ass, phony ass bitch who never liked Real to begin with. Jimmy's talking a lot of bullshit, man. He's talking a lot of bullshit.
You just said the only thing Mike Lil got on you was saying that you on food stamps, and then he went on a rant talking about how broke you are. Pay attention to this snake.
Who cares? Jimmy's talking about money and shit, and this is the dude who said he was going to get investment advice from YouTubers he never fucking met. I'm not even kidding you. And Jimmy knows this is fucking true. Jimmy's like, I'm doing big things. I'm going to start investing in some people online that I'm going to start investing with, and we're going to make a lot of money. This was like 2 years ago he said this stupid shit. I mean, dude's just fucking nuts. Good for her. She got another man. I see how Jimmy treats his wife, and it's quite fucking disgusting. I mean, it is fucking gross. What up, me? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I put that video down, King Leo. I was just like, hey, you do know that video Jimmy made condemning the dark side, but saying that it's okay because if it's against Lamar, that was actually a shot at them for Lamar. He did that for Lamar's benefit. Like, he does a lot of things for Lamar's benefit.
Down in Texas himself, he fucks it all up. No grammar at all. Yeah, he can spell the words right. He don't know where to put the words.
Yeah, and Jimmy's talking about how he's going to school, doing this. I mean, the dude's just a liar. I mean, he has no real education. I mean, his job consists of pressing a button. I'm not even shitting you. His job consists of pressing a button and the machine, the robot, actually does all the fucking work. But if the robot breaks down and shit, Jimmy ain't going to. He's not good at reprogramming, understanding programming languages. He's not going to be doing the real fucking maintenance on robots at all because he doesn't know that shit.
Rio jumped up on Queen Fire's panel. Jimmy got jealous again.
And like I said, Queen Fire tried. She tried to fucking, she tried to stand up to Jimmy, but Jimmy just overtalked her and yelled at her and, beat her down verbally. And that pissed me off when I heard that shit. And I'm not even like a fan of Queen Fire, honestly. I mean, Jimmy tried to get her to go after me, which she smartly didn't do. She kind of did, but I mean, actually, I'm kind of a fan of Queen Fire because, she's a scrapper. She's a scrapper. I like scrappers, man. I like people who scrap. I don't care if you win or lose. You scrap. Queen Fire is a crazy fucking scrapper, and I like that shit. She'll scrap. But she got her ass kicked by Jimmy, and that fucking hurt to fucking hear. I'm like, wait a minute, Queen Fire. You went against Mike Mills, all right? But you're not going to go against Jimmy Hard? But you were willing to go against Mike Hard, but not Jimmy? Like, come on. You've been in this shit for like 8 years. And you're going to let Jimmy talk to you like that? I mean, I was listening to that shit on Triple's fucking show where Queen Fire was scared to talk to just like a weak bitch. I'm not calling her that, but that's what Jimmy sees her as. Jimmy calls her weak. Jimmy says she's weak. He says that they're all weak. So I'm not insulting her by saying that. I mean, I know she's not weak, but Jimmy talked to her like she was a weak bitch. And he was the fucking daddy. That's how he treats them. That's why he says to them, you ain't shit. You weak. Y'all weak. Open panel. Open panel. Yeah, come on, click the link. Yeah, that's right. Click that link. Yeah, that link. Yeah, I'm Jimmy. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Next one. Yeah. They all do. They line up and click that shit. Yeah. Very true, me. Who are you, me? I'm not asking you that like personally. I mean, you feel familiar. That's all. I'm asking what that's all. Right. That's the funny part. Okay. Here's the thing. Good point, Yoshi. Good point. That's fucking hilarious, man. I mean, that's true, man. I mean, that shit's fucking bad. Oh, that's Miss London. What's up, Miss London? Miss London's an OG too. Miss London's an OG. I got nothing but respect for Miss London. Miss London's a real OG. See, I respect. Okay, here's the thing. And shout out to Miss London. I think she has some type of issue with b.s.c.l which is sad because b.s.c.l is the OG too. b.s.c.l is a fucking real one. So I respect b.s.c.l 100%. She's a real one. I don't give a shit where she goes or what she does. As long as she's having fun, do your thing. And Miss London, she's a real one too. I mean, she's a real one. She's always been 100 with me. Yeah, but back to what Yoshi said, that Jimmy's trying to call Rio out for messing with the ops. But Jimmy still has Lamar's number. You notice that, right? Jimmy brags about how he's blocked me. I blocked you. He brags about blocking me. He brags about blocking Joy. He brags about blocking all these people. He won't block Lamar. Yeah, but he'll block everybody else, but not Lamar. To this day, he still gets texts from Lamar. Till this day, he still gets texts from Lamar. And that's just funny to me. It's like, wait a minute. You say you hate him, but you haven't blocked his number. You still text him. Every day. Almost every other day. Just like old times. Oh. But I'm going to stay out of that. But I just wanted to say shout out to Miss London. Shout out to b.s.c.l, 2 OGs. So that's what's up.
I'm gonna say this right here. I don't believe every shit you say about us. I don't believe she told you none of this shit. I think
I don't think so. I'll be honest. Jimmy is just so wrong here. This isn't really a shot at Rio, but I don't think it's in Rio to want to roast Jimmy. And that's not really a shot. It's just that there's some people that you feel good roasting, and others are just like, I really don't want to. I don't give a shit what you say about me. I just don't give a shit. I just don't want to talk about you. So I don't think it's really in Rio to roast Jimmy the way he goes after Lamar. And if it's not in you on that level, then you're just wasting your time. So when Jimmy says something like this, like, you just want to, I don't think he's going to go after you. He doesn't really want to roast you. All Rio's doing is just calling out the bullshit that Jimmy's done. And Jimmy can't handle it, so he overreacts because he's over emotional. And it's you ain't shit. You're fucking weak. He overreacts. Joy did the exact same thing. Joy was something but nice to Jimmy. Way nicer than she had to be. I mean, way too nice. But the fact that she was willing to criticize Jimmy and pull his coat a little bit, Jimmy flipped on her. You're a tar baby. You're black. You're dark-skinned black bitch. And you're black bitch this. And all she done was it was the most politest coat pull you can do on Jimmy. And he's calling her all that. Rio, who's actually been affected by Jimmy's bullshit, his backstabbing, his lies, his snickish ways, Rio just kind of pulled his coat a little bit. Hey, man. And Jimmy's like, oh, fuck you, you EBT collecting son of a bitch. But you're my dog, Rio. You're my dog and all. You know you're my dog, right, Rio? You're my dog. Yeah, he broke bro code. Jimmy broke bro code like a motherfucker. He's always done that because he's not a real bro. He's a fucking snake. Yeah, and that's the thing. Jimmy's just jealous. He's jealous over the fact that everybody around him is getting YouTube pussy but him. And so like a guy popping a balloon at a party, he's going to say, did you get tested though? Did you get tested? That's like someone winning like the lottery, and then you have a Jimmy coming up. Did you pay taxes? Did you pay taxes though? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, he can't get any YouTube pussy. I think it's fucking hilarious that he was willing to sell out his wife, sell out his fucking dog and all, his guy, Rio. He was willing to sell out his wife, i.e. throw out the fucking window. He's willing to do whatever he can do to get YouTube pussy, to include Tina. So when he tells that fucking lie, I never wanted to fuck Tina. That's a lie. We have the quote. The famous quote. I'm in bed with Tina, but in love with you. A hilarious quote, if you ask me. Well, it's actually one of my fucking ringtones.
Ain't nothing more better.
No, my ringtone is, but Jimmy, you have a wife. And Jimmy, I know you're going to say you're not going to listen to this, but do you know why Cat Smith told you that? Think about it. You know you have a fucking wife. She knows you have a fucking wife. Why would Cat Smith have to remind you, you stupid fuck, that you have a fucking wife? That's because she saw through your fucking game. The whole, I'm in bed with Tina. Really? You're in bed with Tina? And Tina's calling you all niggers? Right, Jimmy. Oh, you have a wife. And that shit hit you hard, man. When she said you have a wife, that shit hit you hard, dude. I felt that shit. That was great.
The nigga that's telling you what a female was thinking, that you already fucked, and he...
Yeah, Rio got flued out. Rio should write a book on how to get YouTube pussy. Because Rio got flued out, and I respect that shit. You got free food, free sex, free Wi-Fi, free gas, free all shit. the only thing Rio might have paid for it was probably just the plane ticket itself, if that. And that's very doubtful. But he got flew out, and all he had to do was just tell some jokes and give some fucking game. That's it. What a dream. You know, if only we all could do that as men. We can't.
I'm gonna say this right now. I don't believe none of the shit you say about Alex. I don't believe she told you none of this shit.
But Alex sucked his dick, though. I don't. You hear what Jimmy say? I don't believe she would do any of that. But she sucked his dick. You can't take that away, Jimmy. You got to believe that part.
Married for 25 years. If she giving up some pussy in that nightclub, the nigga taking that pussy.
Right. He's trying to make Rio look like he's done for getting pussy, for getting YouTube pussy. Yeah, I operate off the troll code, okay? I operate off the troll code. So, you know, my shit will always be open for anybody and everybody because, you know, deep down I'm a troll. I'm a nerd and I'm a troll. I think Pat was going to turn on Jimmy last night and cook him. Then Toledo would have jumped in that. Would have been epic. Yeah, I mean, Pat is interesting. I remember Pat again back in the old days when we used to be in Mike Mills' chat room. She was there too. And she's a weed head and I'm a weed head, so it was fun just talking to her about weed. But yeah, I mean that would have been great. You're right, Yoshi. I mean that shit would have been funny. Man, and Pat Equity, and real all talking on Jimmy like that. Jimmy had a heart attack. Jimmy needs them. That's why he has open panels. He calls them names, but then he has open panel shows. He needs them. He says he doesn't need them, but he does. I don't know. I haven't watched Jimmy's chat. But I do notice that a lot of people are understanding that Jimmy is insulting them. You know, that's the part that people I think are understanding is that Jimmy is insulting them. He's insulting all of them. When he calls them weak, he ain't calling me weak. He ain't calling Ralph weak. He sure as hell ain't calling Lamar weak. He's calling the people who click his link weak. Yes, yeah, I've noticed that. I've definitely noticed that, Miss London. Because that shit, like, Miss London, here's the thing, Miss London, and I'm going to be honest. Even with you, Jimmy was like, the whole thing with the whole email. Jimmy believes that, and Miss London can correct me if I'm wrong, Jimmy believes that Miss London gave Freddie his email. Okay? Miss London is like, I didn't do it, bro. I didn't give him shit. I didn't give Freddie any information. And I believe Miss London. And the reason why I believe Miss London is because Jimmy's a fucking idiot, okay? First and foremost. He doesn't know shit about computers, doesn't know shit about emails, and he admits that this email of his that Miss London supposedly gave to Freddie was fucking like 12 years old or some shit. It's a super old email. And if that's the case, then that email has left a digital footprint. And if someone like Freddie, who has all these lookup fucking search things and everything, where he can just type in your fucking name and it pulls up all your shit, including your past email accounts, that Jimmy more than likely linked to some other thing that these sites can actually basically spider link back to and be able to get his information, especially if it's an old-ass email attached to his fucking real name. Freddie can get that information. A lot of us can. It's easy. You can look it up and it would actually say previous emails or emails that might have been used by this name. But he's not going to give Miss London the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a small chance that I did something wrong that caused Freddie to get my email. Maybe it wasn't you. And I'm listening to this shit like, wait a minute, dude. You're supposed to be cool with Miss London. You're not even going to give her the benefit of the doubt? Miss London says she didn't do it. You can at least give her the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, how else could this have happened? And the digital footprint, which is what that's called, is the exact way it would happen. And that's the exact way I would see Freddie exploiting that to be able to get that information and then just to fuck with him afterwards. Yeah, I believe you, Miss London. I believe you. Jimmy is an emotional, overreactive son of a bitch. He doesn't care. He doesn't think. Jimmy doesn't think at all. He's super paranoid. That's why when I was hearing that shit and I was hearing it the way he was talking to you, I'm thinking to myself, not Miss London. I'm like, if there's anybody that's gonna check this motherfucker, it has to be Miss London. I mean, she ain't gonna stand for that shit. The rest of them can stand for it because they are who they are. But I'm like, Miss London, I know you're not gonna stand for that shit. You know he's fucking wrong. I know he's fucking wrong. And I don't know the whole story. I know enough of it to know that he's fucking wrong. Yeah, because he doesn't respect you. That's why. He thinks of you as weak, and he doesn't respect you. He thinks of you the same way he thinks of real. So you were right to fucking dip. You see, he tried that shit on me too, Miss London. He tried to accuse me of trolling him. And I was on a panel with this motherfucker for like an hour. And then at the very end of this conversation, that was a good conversation, he accused me of trolling him. Because some troll came on his fucking live and started calling him a nigger and shit, which is hilarious. And he would assume that was me. But it wasn't me. And I flipped on I fucking checked that motherfucker right then and there. So I know exactly what you mean, Miss London. I know exactly what you mean. But I didn't unsubscribe. I'm still a fan of Jimmy, okay? You unsubscribe from him, that's on you. But I'm a fan of his shit. Jimmy's a fucking idiot. And I love his fucking content because it's fucking hilarious to me. All this shit's hilarious to me. Especially Jimmy. I can't unsubscribe from nobody. You know. Who cares? Real guy flew down and he got his dick sucked and he made it back home safe and sound. I don't think he gives a shit that she has. Jimmy, you didn't care that that Doctor had all these men because she was telling you about all the men that she was fucking. You didn't care. You kept waiting. You kept listening to all these sex stories that she was telling you because you're a fucking cuck. Okay, I asked the men in this chat. You're talking to a chick, and you're trying to get a chick. After how many dicks that this chick gotta tell you that she's fucking taking before you get the fucking hit? Now, the first one she told you about, you can kind of say, okay, this distance, I forgive it. I'm willing to forget about it. We can still try. The first one. We all get the first one. After the second dick, it's like, okay, I think we should just be friends, all right? I don't, you know. After the fifth dick, the eighth dick, Jimmy's still there making love collages, pillow talking behind his back and shit. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, Jimmy, and this is why he doesn't want to answer my questions. Yeah, you fucking cuck. I mean, dicks didn't take for you to get the fucking hit. Yeah, it would have taken just one for me personally, but jeez. I mean, I'll give him just one. Okay, the first guy she told you about, we can forget that. But the second, third, and fifth, and eighth, and he's talking about all these dudes that fucked her. I'm like, okay, well, when did you pull back? Why didn't you pull back? Because you were hoping that you could be number fucking 12, number 15. You were hoping for that. That's why you were buying her flowers and shit. Woo her. Jimmy tried to say, oh, it's because she got me paid and she gave me so much fucking money. I had to show her thanks. Really, bro? Really? Yeah. Oh, but you did tell the doctor to give reader donations, so that doesn't really make too much sense. That's another one of your fucking lies.
Who gives a fuck? They live thousands of miles apart. What point are you trying to make, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, you have to look. I never understood the dynamic, and this is just me personally, how one can hate Lamar but like Jimmy. I never understood that, Miss London. I never understood that shit. Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do is just avoid them. I mean, if you want to. I mean, I don't want to avoid Jimmy. I want a full class confrontation with Jimmy. That's like my fucking dream. I mean, he's gonna be black on everything though, so I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I know you say you want to avoid him. It's more fun to engage this motherfucker. I'm telling you, Miss Sunday. It's more fun to engage Jimmy because he's such a fucking liar. All this shit he says is all fucking lies. So I can have fucking a field day with this motherfucker. Top of the morning to you, Miss London. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it.
This is the same shit you did with Dr. Doctor. Dr. may not say that. Dr. Doctor was fucking everybody. Ooh, except for me.
Yeah, that's what I said too. He was mad because she was fucking everybody but him.
It's extremely sad. You mad at this man. You mad at this man. She got a hole, man. The fuck? That has a hole, man.
Yeah, she was never interested in him in any case. I mean, if you're interested in a dude, but you're telling about all the other dicks you're taking, they're not interested. I mean, clearly. The fact that Jimmy would even think that he had a shot is what is fucking hilarious to me. Jimmy legitimately thought he had a shot with Dr. Doctor. After like the 5th and 7th dick, he legitimately thought he had a shot with Dr. Doctor. I'm just like, that's just amazing to me. That's fucking hilarious.
Are you still stalking on Facebook? A bitch that you...
Of course he's stalking her.
That's how I know that all this shit doesn't wrong. But it don't make it. Like I said, she got somebody else.
People down, but has been chasing pussy. Yeah, that's the irony of it all. He's been chasing YouTube pussy for a very long time, but then he's going to try to shame people about fucking getting tested and shit. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro. You're just saying that because you can't get YouTube pussy.
How you gonna measure all this shit content? You talk about who ain't getting pussy, but you act up. I don't know what's down there pussy.
Can you believe this? He says Real's acting like a fool over some pussy. Jimmy acts like a fool over pussy he hasn't got it. On record. Pussy he's never touched, he acts like a fucking fool. Real's acting like a fool. At least he can say, well, I did get my dick sucked, and I did get pussy, I did get flued out, I did eat good, I did fuck good, I had good Wi-Fi, I had a good bed to sleep in, I was wine and dined all throughout San Francisco. Okay? Jimmy's just fucking been paying thousands of dollars in flowers because he's fucking desperate and has no fucking game at all. Hey, that's why I say I'm not going to hate on Real for that. Yeah, where I come from, I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not a hater. If you're able to get YouTube pussy, congratulations to you. That's to anybody. And like I said, Lamar and Rio are like neck and neck in that category. And others too, but not Jimmy. You know. So I respect that shit. I respect the game. And I'm saying to myself, hey, you get YouTube pussy, good on you. But if you can get flued out as a man, I'm not gonna hate on that. How can you hate on that? The fact that Lamar can hate on that is fucking amazing to me. That, okay, you're seriously going to hate on Real for being flued out? You say he's broke, he has some money, so he's going to San Francisco of all places. He ain't going to fucking Oakland. He got flued out. He's a dude that got flued out. You got to respect a dude who can get flued out. Yeah. See, I congratulate that shit. I'm not a hater. So for me, I'm just like, hey, man, congratulations, dude. You should fucking write a book or do a podcast on how you got fucking flued out. That shit's awesome.
That nigga just called Rio a bomb, son.
I don't know, JB. I think you got him beat acting like a fool over some YouTube pussy. You were willing to throw your wife out the window for some YouTube pussy. You lied and said that you didn't want to fuck Tina, but you really did want to fuck Tina. You said all these lies on YouTube. for YouTube pussy, i.e. trying to pull a game on fucking Cat Smith by saying, hey, I got options. I got Tina. No, you don't. Cat knew that. Cat's not dumb. But he needs a dark side. You notice he has these open panel shows. Open panel this, open panel that. He needs them to click the fucking link. They click the fucking link. I wish there's a day when Jimmy has an open panel show and nobody clicks that link but Lamar or something. Or me. I click this fucking link if he allowed me to, but he won't. He says it's an open panel, but it's only open to the people that are willing to tell him what he wants to hear. It's not really open to anybody. So what, bro? Stop trying to do this whole racial manipulation bullshit. You called me a nigger. You called Joy a nigger. You said worse racial things about me, her, and me other black people than anybody else in this sector. Yeah, he did. That's literally, I was there. I remember that show too. Ralph Bottle says he has the audio, and I was about to get the audio, but Jimmy took that show down way too fucking quick for me to get the fucking audio. You know, and I gotta be honest with you, that's what I was shocked that Senator Saul didn't check him. I mean, I know you had your issue with Miss London, but on that side, I consider Miss London and Senator Saul to be the two realest ones because they've been consistent in their quote unquote hatred for Lamar. Meaning that they're the only ones that I know that's never been cool with him and shit. So I can respect that, like, okay, at least you two aren't flip-floppers. So you at least have a streak of realness right there. Miss London definitely does. Senator Saul, the way that he was talking about Jimmy and that he didn't check Jimmy at all. He just went back on the show. It's like, I was shocked by that. Yeah, I want to talk to Jimmy too. That's what I want to talk to Jimmy too. And I'll talk to him fucking cool, calm, and collective. He won't have that conversation with me either, Desluted. He won't. He knows better. But yeah, the fact that Sinister Saul didn't check Jimmy was really a shock to me because I thought he would. I'm like, okay, if there's very few people who would not take that kind of fucking talking to like that. You know. But you know, like I said, I don't understand what the deal is though. Like, okay, if he's talking to you like that, you have every right to fucking check him. Why are you gonna fucking check him? You check anybody else who would talk to you like that. Damn. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, but that's true though. Yeah. No. I'm not saying, okay, when it comes to like game and shit, Rio has Lamar beat by a fucking mile. I mean, when it comes to getting women to show on YouTube, Rio has Lamar beat by a fucking mile. I mean, Lamar bragged the $400, but then she's been paid back that Phoenix that is, you know, quadruple that. Her investment in that $400 is like way more, you know, where Rio got flued out outright. So yeah, but I'm just saying that they're neck and neck when it comes to the count of YouTube pussy. They're neck and neck when it comes to the count of YouTube pussy. You know, just the count alone, Yoshi. So yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, obviously. Hey, I look forward to that Dislunic, but you know what Jimmy's gonna say? Why did you film me at a concert? You don't got no life. You don't got no life. You filmed me at a concert. You don't got no life. That's all he's gonna say to you, Dislunic. That's all he's gonna say. Is you don't got no life. You should be with the man, but you're at a concert. Yeah, she did, and it was a great thing that she did too, because they exposed the other lie that you said that you were with your friends and that you took them out to eat and all this other fucking bullshit, and it exposed the fact that you are very fucking cruel and abusive to your fucking wife. So if Des didn't fucking do that, you'd still be running around lying about how you love your wife and how you're going to these concerts and all this other stupid shit. But thanks to Des Lunik and that fucking video, you can't pull that shit. I mean, you can still pull it on the people that click your fucking link. Yes, you can pull it on them. But you can't really pull it on us, though. Because we're just like, wait a minute, bro. You're going to have that scowl face the entire time? You're going to walk so far ahead of your wife and not even acknowledge her existence? You're going to look like you'd rather be anywhere else but with her. We saw that. You can't deny that, Jimmy. So, I mean, that's all he's going to do is just build the fact that, you don't got a life. Exactly. It's public venue. He deserved what he got. Hey, if Rio paid for the airfare, that's still fair to me. That's if the only thing he had to pay for was just the ticket, that's still a good deal. He still got free food in the most expensive city. She still had to pay for the gas in the most expensive city. She still had to put him up in her nice home in the most expensive city. He had good Wi-Fi. He obviously had good sex. He had a good bed to sleep in. I mean, like I said, if all it cost him was, I don't know what a round ticket is from Chicago to San Francisco, but you know what? I don't think he paid for the plane ticket. To be honest with you, if he's on government jibs like they say, I don't think he paid for it. I don't think he paid for it. I really don't. Yeah, I can see Blue saying, okay, you better pay for the plane ticket, though. Okay, yeah, you're right. I can see that too, Remy. I can see her saying, yeah, you better pay for the plane. But, okay, it's still a good investment, though. I mean, if I were in real shoes, I'd do the exact same thing. Oh, okay, I can fly fucking, I will find a, nor real, he probably flew in a fucking cargo plane. Like, strapped him to the fucking bottom, dude. Okay, $20, all right, there you go. Real's like, I'll fucking fly the fucking luggage department, you know? It's freezing cold there. I'm good. Rio don't give a shit. He's gonna get there. So Rio probably paid for the ticket, but Rio probably paid like $50 or $60 for that shit. But everything else was on her. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, he does keep a real honest income. That's why I don't. If there's anything he paid for, it's just the ticket, which I can see that. Remy's right. I can see him pay for the ticket. But he ain't flying first class. That's for damn sure. He's like, Jimmy's like, we can go hard. You can't go hard, Jimmy. I mean, you can't. You just can't, bro.
He do not spark up shoes on her own. She ain't got enough kahoot.
Like I said, Rio flew in a military cargo plane. He was flying the fucking C-10 and shit. No, Rio, he probably fucking hang glide, you know, straight to fucking San Francisco, you know. Probably took the fucking, what's that, Amtrak or some shit? Rio took the Amtrak there. Hey, round ticket Amtrak ticket from fucking Chicago to San Francisco, that's like $65, $70. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, Rio probably took the fucking Greyhound and shit to get there. But hey, he got there though. That's what counts. And everything else was on the house.
This stupid ass nigga Jimmy said, I just gotta say it again, man. This stupid ass nigga said the same shit about the last 20 people he.
Yeah, Jimmy's on autopilot. He always repeats the same shit. He's predictable. Very predictable.
Ain't no coming back from this, brother. You feel me? It's out there now. Anybody that fuck with him, especially niggas that was fucking with him, I see if he find some new motherfuckers. But the niggas that was fucking with him, anybody that fuck with him after this, can't say shit about nobody, bro. This nigga's a pure fucking snake in the grass in human form.
Yep.
You understand me?
Yep. And Ralph's right. Ralph's absolutely right. And I say this, if Jimmy's willing to say about Rio, he's going to say about everybody else. Unless you're willing to talk to him the way he deserves to be talked to, you shouldn't go back over there. Unless you grow some fucking balls and talk to Jimmy the way he deserves to be talked to. Don't go back over there.
Snaked out everybody that was around him.
Yep, sure did.
See, Pat, Rio, all the people that was over there on the dark side, they rocked with that because it's like a club of lonely motherfuckers that don't. At one point, they always living off the riches of Jimmy just being a piece of shit. It's ignoring it. Oh, nah, fuck it. We got an alliance. So.
Yeah, and that's the shame part. Is that when Jimmy had that whole pedophile shit, right? Not one of them made a video that said, hey, I don't condone pedophilia or whatever, but Jimmy does it to Lamar. It's okay. If they would have done something like that, Jimmy would have flipped out. Well, why can't I make a video in the first place? Just I was going to use that for content. He would have said all that stupid shit. Yeah, like I said, and I called this out because I heard Rio's response to the Caesar song, and I heard that shit. So it was just like, I thought it was interesting. I thought the song was interesting, which is exactly what I said months ago. Like, Jimmy's flipping out about the song. He don't realize that Rio makes music himself. So it's artistry. So if Rio hears something from Black Caesar, he's going to appreciate the artistry more so than be offended by it. And so Jimmy doesn't have that personality type, though. He's not a cool motherfucker. He's a fucking high-strung, over-emotional fucking clown. That's why he overreacts to a lot of stupid shit. He overreacted to London. He overreacted to Della. He overreacted to so many people. For just because he's over-emotional.
And then ignore it. But now it's that little crew you got. That's it,
But this is the problem, Jimmy. I'll tell you this right now. And Jimmy can say he's not going to listen, whatever. I don't give a shit. Here's the problem, Jimmy. You surround yourself around a lot of people who will yes you off a fucking cliff. Now, I feel like a fucking idiot. I'll be honest with you. I feel like a fucking dumbass. Because I'm like the only person on the bottom of that cliff who's actually screaming at you on how dumb you are. Everyone else behind you like, yeah, Jimmy, go, Jimmy. Ooh, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. They're clapping you on and shit. And I'm like, oh, you're a liar. You're an idiot. You're this or that. And I'm telling you all the truth. I should be appreciating what they're doing, the so-called dark side. Because they're yes, you off a fucking cliff. And you're going off it thinking that you're actually right. And you're so fucking wrong. But they don't have the heart to tell you that you're fucking wrong. Yeah. The fact that Jimmy can listen to that song, and the only thing Caesar said about Jimmy was that he looked like a bum, Jimmy went off on that. And I think to myself, wait a minute, Jimmy. You said yourself that you dressed down because just in case your car breaks down, you don't want to get too dirty. That was his excuse. It's a weird excuse, but that's what he said. King Leo. So if he said that, then how is Black Caesar even wrong for saying that he looks like a fucking bum in his song? It's a fact. Jimmy himself said he dressed down because he may have to do something on the road or whatever. It was all bullshit. You see, here's the thing about that, Yoshi. I don't understand that because that sounds like politician talk to me. When they say, I don't condone what Jimmy said about raping kids, but I'll still click his fucking link. I don't like that. If you don't condone what this motherfucker said, then you shouldn't fucking be clicking his fucking link. Point blank. If you don't condone what Jimmy says, don't click his fucking link. Because if you don't condone what he says, and you're still clicking his fucking link, and you're still laughing with him, and you're still rocking with him, then it goes to show that you don't really believe what you say. That you don't really care about the pedophilia. You can say you don't condone it because you have to say it publicly, like a politician would say. I support diversity or something like that. You have to say it. Doesn't mean you believe it. So I'm not even trying to go at either of the people that you name. I'm just saying that, hey, if you don't condone it, don't click this fucking link. It's that simple. Anything less than that, you're just bullshitting me. Yeah, he claims he has all this money but doesn't have AAA. It's fucking yeah. Yeah, I know he loves white women, which is why it irks me when he starts talking about but Tina said nigger. Yeah, and you say it too. And you said that you didn't have a problem with her saying it when you were cool with her at the time. Because she didn't have a problem with your pedophilia. That's what Jimmy said. So he didn't have a problem with her racism. But now he has a problem with it. But he doesn't really have a problem with the racism at all. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He's just using it as a battering ram to try to manipulate black people to unite with him on an issue that we would usually unite on, but you don't want to unite behind a fucking coon who feels the exact same way. Jimmy has the same anti-black sentiments that Tina would have. Her sentiments will come from a place of culture because she's Hispanic. Jimmy's comes from a place of self-hatred because he's a fucking coon. Tell me how I'm hating on you. I mean, like I said, I think who brought it up? I forgot, someone brought it up, and I said that I don't think Real will really go after Jimmy because these are the kind of statements that if I'm Real, I'd be whipping him fucking across the fucking back with this shit. Like, you really want me to detail how you hated on me, bro? I mean, the pillow talking, that was love? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy is fucking crazy, man. No, it won't be. You know, I'm not rocking with that shit. See, I stand on my fucking square. I'm not rocking with that fucking pedophilia shit on any fucking level. Fuck you. I'm not clicking your link. I'm not fucking telling you how great you are. I'm not telling you how funny you are. No, fuck you. You want to ride that pedophilia shit, dude? Fuck you. See, that's my energy when it comes to someone like fucking Jimmy. Straight up. Exactly, Des. You get what I'm saying, Des. I'm the exact same way. I don't have to live in a fantasy where they all like us and that there's only a few of them who don't like us, and that's what we should be shocked about. No, I'm actually shocked about the ones who actually like us and respect us and understand the system of white supremacy. Those are the ones I'm shocked by because those kind of white people are very rare to find. Those are the real white folks, like the John Brown white folks, the ones who were telling the white folks who were telling blacks, yeah, you better fucking rebel and get these fucking guns and kill these fucking whites. These people are fucking demonic, right? Are just only interested in enslaving you and subjugating you, and that's it. These people only understand fucking violence. They don't understand peace. They don't understand fucking petitions. They don't understand the law. They only understand violence. You know? And so I'm not shocked when they say nigger. I'm not hurt by it. I'm not affected by it on any fucking level because I know who I'm fucking dealing with. You know, and the fact that Jimmy wants Real to be riled up by hearing someone say nigger when he says it in the most vicious way possible. Jimmy, this is. I just laugh. I mean, it's just funny. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. They're only a threat when you believe in them. When you believe that more of them are good than bad. Then you get your feelings hurt. And then, you know, that's what they call it, the quote-unquote nigger wake-up call. Which is never a wake-up call, because if you're actually woke to who they are, you'll never be woken up by them. You will prepare for them. You know what it's about. Exactly. When he was going after Joy, he couldn't hit Joy with anything Joy said, because Joy stuck to the facts. Because she thought Jimmy was sensible. Like, the way Joy was talking to Jimmy, it was as if Joy thought, okay, I can approach this with Jimmy because he's a sensible person and he's a logical person. That's how Joy was talking to Jimmy, which I obviously disagree with 100%. It's like, no, you talk to Jimmy, you better talk to him fucking rough and hard. I mean, that's it. That's That's what he understands. Don't go easy on this motherfucker because he's not going to appreciate that. He's only going to see it as a fucking attack anyway. But Joy didn't say anything to Jimmy that was untrue or that was even mildly offensive. And he still went in on her. And all he could went on was the fact, oh, you're dark skinned, you're black, you're tar baby, you're tar nigger. That's all he does. And that's roasting to him. Like I said, when white people do it, I expect that shit. They show me exactly who they are, and I'm not shocked by who they are because I know their fucking history. When black people do it, I know I'm dealing with a fucking goon. Who has no originality, by the way. I mean, as black folks, we grew up around each other. We know how to make fun of each other for being black. We're the best at it. Black people are the best when it comes to making jokes about black people. All right? That's just what it is. The fact that Jimmy is so unoriginal, is so fucking corny, that he has to go and look into a white racist book and use words like fucking jigaboo and tar baby. It's like, it's like the 1950s, bro. Jesus Christ. If you want to make fun of someone for being black or whatever, try harder. I mean, shit. That's the best you can do? Yeah, he was being more racist and he meant it too. See, that's the point. This wasn't just he meant that shit. You should have said shit. Yeah, she thought she could have a conversation with him, which is what she was hoping for. But you're not going to have a conversation with Jimmy. That's why when you suggest that you want to have a conversation, it's just not going to happen. Jimmy does not have a conversation with anybody. Ironically, the only person I've ever heard him have a conversation with was Lamar. But see, again, I got to respect Lamar because Lamar talks to Jimmy the way he deserves to be talked to. And Jimmy still respects him. See, the reason why Jimmy can call all those people weak is because they don't talk to him the way he deserves to be talked to. The reason why he won't talk to me is because I hold his feet to the fire. Lamar won't hold his feet to the fire. I hold his feet to the fire and make him feel very, very bad about himself. He doesn't like that. And I won't even yell at him. I won't even fucking do any of that shit. We can just have a normal conversation. But you see, he can't lie to me. He tries to lie to me. It's gonna be a good day. You try that fucking lie and shit on me. Like I said, I'm Jimmy's biggest fucking fan, so I know this motherfucker inside out. Yeah, he got super defensive, but he had no reason to be because it wasn't as if she was lying on him or anything. He just didn't like the fact that anybody will call him out. He doesn't want to be called out anybody. He wants everybody to fall in line, which is fucking insane. Yeah, he was like he was doing with Queen Fire. What's it got to do with you? What's it got to do with you? He kept repeating that to Queen Fire like 20 fucking times. What's that do with you though? What's it got to do with you? And all she had to say was, "Hey," because it does. Because I said it is. You fucked around. You said some stupid shit about Rio. I didn't fucking appreciate that. My not appreciating that means I can fucking speak on it. Now, if you want to have a conversation about it, Jimmy, that's fucking. But if you want to fucking keep yelling and screaming and tell me that what's got to do with me and shit, fuck you. That's what Queen Fire should have fucking said to him. Because she wasn't wrong. Queen Fire wasn't wrong in approaching Jimmy and trying to pull his skull and say, "Hey, man, you're being a tad bit disrespectful to the people that you're supposed to be cool with."
No. I'm moving strategically, and everything always works. Doug Spence, what's going on, my guy?
Ross got really good at his roasting game over the years. I've noticed that. I mean, just personally speaking, just listening to him and shit, he's got very sharp. Very fucking sharp. I mean, just sharp just in terms of being able to hit the right spots with people and shit when it comes to the roast game. Yeah, and Jimmy does that all the fucking time. You see, Jimmy does this shit all the time. He'll say how he knew so and so was this, why he was still cool with them. Man, he's just so fucking fake. As if you had a shot at fucking them anyway. I mean, God. He was willing to fuck Dr. right? And Dr. told him about all these dicks she was taking. According to Jimmy, I'm not even saying this is even true. This is what Jimmy says about her. He said she was taking all these fucking dicks. And after like the fifth or eighth dick, he makes this fucking collage video of Dr. all these pictures and shit. You know, I love you, and Dr. Ooh, you my baby, all that stupid shit. And then he's like, I don't want to fuck behind Rio. You were willing to fuck behind fucking 8, 9, 10 other fucking dudes with no problem, in detail. According to you, she told you these stories in detail, and you fucking curl your little fucking legs and listen to her, and she told you about the fucking 10th, 11th, 12th fucking cream pie she fucking took. Yeah, I don't blame him for having Tina up there. I mean, whatever. It's not like he cares. Jimmy doesn't give a shit. He's yelling like he gives a shit. Like, Tina, you're racist, and you talk about... When I heard him say that Tina's racist towards like black women, I'm like, oh my God. Even if that's true, so are you. You're more racist towards black women. You have a black fucking wife that you fucking hate. That you were willing to go out the fucking window for, bro. I mean... just fucking guy, man.
Graves, even though we don't know him. But y'all allow this big, musty linebacker back bitch to come into this sector and disrespect a
Exactly. And Rob's point about Princess X is the point that I've always made. To me, Princess X is that kind of racist who isn't going to tell you in your face, but will support time behind the scenes. Yeah, we were talking about that before, that when he's confronted with somebody that's close to him and they're trying to check him on something, he'll start yelling at them and start saying the most stupidest shit. What's it gonna do with you? What's it gonna do with... And he just kept fucking saying that to Queen Fire like so many times, just like, does it matter at this point? She's saying it. Address it. And he's talking like this to people that he supposedly are cool with. You see, him trying to talk like that to me makes sense because he hates me. But Rio and Queen Fire, these are people that you're supposedly cool with, but you're really not because you don't really like them. You've never liked them.
You've been doing all this for the bum, man. You've been doing all this for the bum. You trying to get back in good graces because dog side ain't trying to save you no more.
Yeah. And Lamar will play his part, but he'll play both sides. I mean, he'll instigate Jimmy, telling Jimmy how funny he is, how Jimmy really got on Rio, and then he'll switch it up, and then Lamar will fucking talk about, damn, Rio, you really got Jimmy there? You know, he'll play both sides. I mean, it's kind of funny that he does that shit, but but Jimmy's more susceptible to it. He falls for it a lot harder though. Yeah.
And your meltdown is because you realize that everybody that you was fucking with realized that you a snake and a bitch and you can't be trusted.
No, he can't be.
We see it.
He can't be. And I've said this shit for years that he can't be trusted. Yeah, Queen Fire is fucking crazy. Queen Fire called his fucking job and everything. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. I mean, yeah, it's fucking hilarious. I don't condone it, of course. I mean, I don't think you need to do all that for Jimmy. But the fact that she was willing to go there is just fucking crazy. And
gee, awesome.
And Jimmy forgave her. Jimmy didn't block her, but Jimmy blocks me. I've never done any of that shit to Jimmy. All I've done is just do what I'm doing right now. That's all I've done. And Jimmy blocks me. He blocks me of all people. Jimmy should be fucking loving me. I predicted his entire fucking future. I'm his fucking prophet. My videos are up. I've been absolutely right on Jimmy from the very fucking beginning till now. If Real listened to my shit, I don't think Real listens to my shit, because if he did, he'd be like, wow, everything you said was correct about this dude. Yeah, exactly, Dennis. And I'm the same way. You got to have fun with this sector and don't become consumed by it. You got to have fun with the sector and not be consumed by it, because if you're consumed by it, it's very tragic. Very tragic. But you got to have fun with it. And like I said, I stick to those that I have the most fun with. And I have a lot of fun with Jimmy. The most. Like the way people talk about Lamar is the way that I would talk about Jimmy. And if the sector were fair, Jimmy would get the same kind of treatment that Lamar gets, if the sector were fair. But it ain't fair. So Jimmy can get away with a lot of fucking bullshit and saying a lot of crazy shit that it's just like he should get rid for. From now to Kingdom Come, he should get the same exact treatment, but he doesn't. Yeah, Jimmy had that look on his face when he was with his wife. He had that look on his face like, okay, bitch, this is the only fucking night I'm taking you out in a fucking year. Okay, fucking, let's get it over with. Let's get it over with, bitch. Let's get it over with, you black bitch. Okay, fine, I'll take you out for one fucking night, you black bitch. I'm gonna make sure you fucking understand I don't want to fucking be here. Nah, I ain't fucking happy. Fuck you, I ain't happy. I gotta take you out. Gotta walk around with you and shit. Black bitch. This is his wife, by the way. That's how he looked that night. That's the kind of psychological abuse he puts on his fucking wife. Because he's too pathetic to leave her because he can't get anything else. So he's going to psychologically abuse her by taking her out to a concert only to be scowling, looking evil, looking mean, walking ahead of her, not holding her coat. It was, if we didn't see the video, if we would have saw that from like the street view, I would have assumed they were fucking strangers. I wouldn't even assume they were even together. We only know they're together because we know, because we're in the sector. But if we didn't have this sector, I can tell you, I mean, shit.
He want to be a player in the game and the fucking coach, the referee, and the.
I don't see how Jimmy doesn't see how he's wrong. Even in this situation, I don't even see how Jimmy can say to himself, like, I get he can't do it because he's a fucking fraud and a fake and a phony, but I don't understand how he can't. So, you know what? I was wrong. And you have every right to see me the way you see me, Rio. I'm fucked up. Now, he said this like years ago. He said he was fucked up. He shouldn't be trusted. He's a fuck nigga. He don't roast. These are all quotes, by the way, that he said a long time ago. But he knows his personality type. Jimmy knows his personality type. So the fact that he can't even admit to it is fucking sad. Right. like I said, I'm not losing myself. I'm just being myself. So I just talk my shit and that's it. I'm not really even talking shit, to be honest with you. This isn't really me talking shit. I'm just pointing out the events of this fucking sector. Really, that's all I'm doing. I'm not really talking shit. I really don't have a negative opinion on a lot of people. You know, all the shit that I say about Jimmy is just shit that he's done. There's no other way around it. I mean, you do all this fucked up shit, you're a fucked up person. Just what it is. I'm not really talking shit on Jimmy, which I don't understand why he blocks me. No, Jimmy, he's not rocking with your enemies. You said, at first you said, I don't like fence sitters pick a side. So Rio picks a side, he picks your side, and he doesn't sit on the fence, in the middle of the fence. He actually picks your side. That's what you said. Now then you say, there's no dark side, you do your own thing, I'm by myself. Okay, fine. And now it's, oh, you're with my enemies. You're with my enemies. Yeah, they're your enemies. Not my enemies, they're your enemies. They're people who don't like you. They don't got no problems with me, so what's the problem? You say, I mean, it's just fucking insane. And he would say shit like this. It's more deflection. Jimmy just deflects. He's deflecting on fucking Tina.
That's what you sound like, sir.
Yeah, and that was some funny part. When he tried to go after Joy like that, you know I had to fucking step in. I'm like, nah, this ain't happening on my fucking watch. Oh, fuck that, dude. I'm like, fuck that. This ain't happening on my fucking watch, man. That's why, you know, the universe aligned in just the way where I can catch Jimmy on a fucking panel. I'm taking that shit. You know. Especially for Joy, yeah.
That he fucked the bitch that you was sending $3,000+ worth of flowers. A chick that you never met. And then you got her hand threaten her. And you told her you would put all her.
Yeah, like I said, Jimmy shot Shane Real for threatening somebody, but he threatened Dr. Doctor to the point where that doctor's like a witness protection program. He's fucking like with the FBI now and some fucking in like Montana or some shit. Fucking, that's how far away she got from fucking Jimmy. Because Jimmy's so fucking crazy. Threatening her. And Jimmy has a police record of menacing and stalking and menacing and just all these fucking crazy stalkerish fucking crimes.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm like, shit. I looked up, I'm like, I'm making time today. I'm making time today. Shit, I'm making time today. Fuck that. Now. Because I told myself, I'm like, if this motherfucker clicks the link, I'll click the fucking link. I told myself that. I'm like, because I didn't think he was gonna click the link. But I told myself, if he clicks the fucking link, I'm clicking that fucking link, dude. I'm like, fuck that. I was already committed. I was committed like right there and I'm like, you know what? I'm there. I'm clicking that fucking link. So the fuck ain't gonna talk like that.
Princess Xanax. Like you ain't gonna meet up with Princess Xanax in person.
And that's another thing. Princess X hates me, right? Which I don't give a shit that she does hate me. I mean, she should hate me, but she hates me. But I saved her fucking life. Jimmy would have fucking raped her that fucking night if it weren't for me. You understand that, right? I'm the one who warned that Princess X about Jimmy. I warned her. You know, I did a community service thing by warning Dr. Doctor about Jimmy. She heeded my advice. But then she turns around and fucking hates me, even though I fucking her. I mean, damn. No thank you, no nothing. No, hey, thanks for letting me know about what Jimmy really is about. You know, that's why I got a free fucking value meal and I got some cigarettes out of him, but I didn't have to give him any fucking pussy because I was aware of the fact not to fucking take any drinks from him, not to leave my drinks alone with him, not to get too close to him. I mean, she had her fucking gun on her too. You know, I did my fucking part, and she just doesn't, and she still fucking hates me. You know, I'm telling you, I mean, I did a nice thing for a white girl, and this is what I get.
You and Beasley, when y'all was calling yourself getting at me, and I told you niggas ass up.
Like I said, he screams that as if he gives a shit. You got a racist on your panel. Yeah, like you fucking care, bro. Like you give a shit. Like racist things actually mean something to Jimmy. Like, I'm like, oh man, that's fucked up. You don't give a shit. You say worse than she does. Man, that shit's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, that's another Jimmy. Jimmy's always like, you know, I don't listen to my chat. I look at my chat. Shut up, bro. All you do is fucking look at your chat, dude. That's all you do. Damn, this is almost over with anyway.
You understand me? But it just feels so good coming out of Jimmy's mouth now. Especially since he's isolated on his own little island and nobody fucks with him no more. Why he can't roast and he can't roast.
Yeah, like I said, it's about over with now. That was a good show that Ralph did. Appreciate him for fucking getting that audio of Jimmy just fucking lying and being an asshole the entire time. Yeah, that shit's fucking funny. But like I said, it's fucking 2 hours now that I've been on shit, having a lot of fun, just going off on Jimmy. But like I said, I called this shit out, and I just hope that Rio does watch, and that way he can understand what he's fucking dealing with. You know, because I don't think Rio understands what he's fucking dealing with. You know, and how to really approach Jimmy. Doesn't sound like he is. I mean, he's going off on Rio too. He's teeing off on Rio and Jimmy, Yoshi. So Ralph said it was strategy to get cool with Rio to cause a rift between him and Jimmy. So I guess that's what it is. But it was a good show that Ralph had. I mean, it was funny, and so glad he was able to get Jimmy's fucking tears like this. It's just fucking hilarious to me. And like I said, it's just funny to me because I called it out. I mean, you know, and look at my videos, and I call out a lot of different people sometimes, but it always comes from a place of truth at the end of the day. And Jimmy's the most prolific one because, you know, I understand him the most because I watched him for like 8 years now. So I know all of his tricks, all of his bullshit, all of his lies, all of it. That's why he's like, you're just gonna take notes on me, boss sucking cock. Like, you're just gonna take some notes on me, huh? He's got all these fucking notes on me and shit. I'm like, yeah, Jimmy, I'm just taking notes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm gonna get ready to go anyway. Thanks for pulling up, people. Thanks, Desolate, for coming through. I appreciate you. You're an OG. You know, you've been here since like the damn near beginning, like me. So shout out to Desolate. I mean, she's a real OG, a real one. And I respect Desolate for that. Thanks for coming through, Yoshi. Thanks, James Gordon, for coming through. Who the fuck is James Gordon? I mean, shout out to the ones who came through. I appreciate it. Miss London, of course. You know, Miss London's OG. I appreciate her coming through. Like I said, I just keep that shit real, man. That's all you gotta do is just keep the shit real, and you gotta be 100 all the fucking time. It should be like your second nature and shit. And that's just the issue with someone like Jimmy. He ain't 100 on any fucking level at all. You know, not and even real. It's kind of like it's very shameful that it took real this long enough period of time to fucking finally fucking stand up to Jimmy. I mean, but I guess late is better than never. But again, you talk to Jimmy the way he deserves to be talked to, and he probably would fucking respect you. So yeah. Hey, I mean, like I said, but you two are two real ones, so it is what it is. At least in my eyes, that's you and her are two real ones. I mean, it's only a few, I mean, shout out to Joy, even though she didn't come through. Still, shout out to Joy, and shout out to Black Age. I respect real. Don't recognize real. So shout out to the real ones. And to the phony ones like Jimmy. Oh, just one last point I want to leave before I leave. Notice how I would never tell people about Jimmy, like you shouldn't like him. I don't believe in that. I always believe that people like Jimmy will show his true nature to the people around him and that they will figure it out. And so I never felt like I had to tell people, even people that are cool with Jimmy, like, hey, man, you should be careful. No. I know Jimmy, and I know he'll reveal himself to you in his own time. And he has. He's done it with Della. He's done it with Freddie. He's done it with Rio. He's done it with Joy. He's done it with a lot of people close to him. But yeah, that's just it. I never would force my opinion on other people. When it comes to someone like Jimmy, I say to myself, nature will take its course, and you'll see who Jimmy really is at the end of the day. But that's what I want to leave with. And thanks for coming out. Better late than never. That's facts. All right. Peace, everybody.